Hey guys, so I've been going nuts lately at trying to make stops and maximizing my favorite play area in my city. So I've been getting a lot of questions on how to do this because I've been getting a lot of stops accepted. Now what you guys don't see is I get a lot of stops denied as well. So I'm going to show you what I do, and I'm actually going to nominate a stop that I got denied, and I'm hoping that this time it will come through. So first off, you need to find a great place to nominate. In order to be eligible, it has to be either a great place for exploration, a great place for exercise, or a great place to be social with others. Now there's a whole lot of examples and such here. Go to the Wayfair website because I'm not going to read it all to you. Now if you click up here, you can also see acceptance criteria. So it gives you examples of what works and what doesn't. Rejection criteria, specific things that will automatically get it rejected, and content guidelines. I think this is especially important for supporting text and photos, such as, you can't have people in the photo, things like that. Now, if you're trying to make nominations for Pokestops, it's important to consider whether you can even add one. So in this case, I'm using the app WeCatch, and what I do is I turn on stops. So this will turn them on, this little icon here, or if there's gyms in there, then you can't put something there either. So there's no gyms or no stops in this S2 cell that I'm working in right now. And if you want to change the S2 cells, this little dragon on the side will change it. So there's S14, S13, and level 17, that's what I'm working in. Okay, so there's nothing in here. We're good to go. So once you found a good spot, you need to take some good photos. So there's two photos you need, one of the actual stop and then the area around it. So let me show you what works. Okay, so I want to nominate this huge mural. It's going to be really hard to take a photo where the whole mural is in there. So I'm going to concentrate on a certain part of it and hope that that meets the criteria. Like I said, if I try to get, I could, you gotta remember it's gonna get cropped square. So I try to, take photos like this with the idea that the top and bottom will be taken out. But in this case, I'm actually going to try to just nominate this part. So I'll walk over here and try to get right on it. Okay. All right, cool. I'm gonna take a photo, and I'm actually gonna edit it in a minute so it looks a little better. Now the second photo we need does need to show that it is accessible by pedestrians. So I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna show the sidewalk. I'm gonna zoom out a bit, make sure they can see the mural in there and the sidewalk at the same time, and take the photo. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this photo and edit it a bit. I'm gonna straighten it. That should be pretty good. Give it a bit of a crop so it's just the mural. We don't want to see any other things around it. Okay. I'm gonna give it an auto adjust, and let's see. We make it a little bit brighter. Oops, not that. A little bit more vibrance maybe. Okay, that's looking good, so done on that. Now for the second photo, it's not as important for the photo to look good, but we do want to be able to see what's going on. So I'm going to bump up the shadows there so that they can see, yes, there's a sidewalk, yes, there's a mural all in the same place. And you know what, I'm just going to crop it up just a bit. Okay, now to actually start the nomination, I have to come in here and go to settings, go to uploads, and click on new Pokestops. So first it's asking me, where is it? So I make sure I move it. I'm parked over here, but the actual mural is right there. So, okay, confirm. And I'm going to hit existing photo to use the photo that I took earlier. Next. And existing photo. Okay, next. So the last time I tried nominating this mural, it got denied. So let's take a look at what I did last time to see if I can figure out what happened. Okay, there it is. Japanese mask mural. So the photo maybe showed just a bit too much. I think the Japanese mask part is an issue. Description, massive mural painted in 2020. Okay, and I think this photo was an issue too because it looks more like we're in a field, which there's a field next to it, but it didn't really clearly show the sidewalk. So those are all things I'm going to fix in this next nomination process. Okay, so instead I'm going to do Japanese culture mural because it does have a bunch of different cultural elements. And this time I'm going to include, let's see, mural celebrating Japanese culture. I'm going to be excited with an exclamation point. And I noticed this time that the artist names are included. So I'm going to put painted in 2020 by artists, los pobres artistas, and Adelo, let's see, make sure I get it spelled right, Nomade. Okay. Next, we have to add a category, and this one's really simple, mural. I find that some people try to add a whole bunch of categories. You can do up to 3, but if a reviewer looks at it and says, doesn't agree that it's one of those categories, then they can reject it. So I've been trying to keep it as simple as possible. What is it? It's a mural, done. So next. Okay, then you preview. Yes, this is what we're doing. Confirm. And this is a place to add a little bit more information that only the reviewers will be seeing. So I try to point out the significance of my nomination to the community. Sometimes I go more in depth, sometimes I don't. If it's like a historical place, you can actually add links in this so that people can link and go to websites to see what's going on with the place. So anything extra. I really don't have any other information, so I'm just going to go with this for now. Okay, click done, upload now. Okay. Hopefully it goes through. But yeah, that's the basics of putting a Pokestop through. Like I said, I've had a couple where I've had to put them through a couple times, changing them each time to try to figure out how to best communicate the significance of the stop, because that's really what matters. Okay, happy nominating.